Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in this one we're going to be doing the best Iron Thorns build for raids on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now Iron Thorns is a Violet only exclusive, so you'll need to trade for it. Let me show you where to get it. So making a sandwich will make this a lot easier, so we want to fly over to Messagoza West. Once you get here, we're going to be going over to these shops right over here, and we're going to be ignoring the first one and going to the middle one right here. Once you're here, I want you to buy an avocado for 180, and I also want you to buy a smoked fillet for 330. Once you're done in that shop, we're going to be coming over here to the last shop, which is right here. We're going to be buying some salt, and then I want you to get a pick of your choice. After you've done that, I want you to fly over to the 0 gate. You must have completed the game to get this. Now, before you go in the gate, we're going to be going into our picnic. We're going to be making a sandwich. We want to be coming down to a sandwich number 44. You should have all the ingredients from earlier, and that's going to get us encounter power electric level 1. So I had the A setting on to skip dialogue, and I accidentally threw all my ingredients away, but as you can see, we still got encounter power electric level 1, which is very lucky, but you will get it anyway when you make the sandwich the right way. Still looks edible to me. So now you want to exit your picnic, and we're going to be going into the gate. I want you to hop on the teleportation pad, and we're going to research station number 2, and then you just want to go outside. Once you're outside, I want you to turn left and go up this way, and we're going to that hill right there. Now you're most likely going to find it at the bottom or top of the hill. I'm going to go to the top because that's where he most likely spawns, and that's where you'll most likely find him. So when you're at the top, as you can see, a lot of Iron Thorns spawn because you've got the sandwich. If you've got no sandwich, you can just run up here, and then when you get to about here, turn around and they'll all despawn, and then you just want to run back. So you want to encounter your Iron Thorny boy, and then you just want to catch him. When you're catching your Iron Thorns, I want you to make sure that it is an electric type Tera, because that's the one we're going to be using. So once you have the Iron Thorns with the right Tera type, you should be ready to start the build, and the item we're going to use is the metronome. I'll show you where to get that right now. Now you want to fly over to Levincia North. Once you're here, we're going to be heading in this direction to this Delibird right over here. We're going to be clicking on battle items, and then you just want to scroll down until you get to metronome, and you're going to want to buy that for 15,000. Once you get out of the metronome shop, I want you to turn right and just keep going forward. There'll be a black and green shop with a Chansey on the front of it. You just want to go inside there. I want you to scroll down till you get to the mints, and I want you to buy the adamant mint, which is up and attack, down in special attack. Iron Thorns is a physical attacker. We do not need special attack. Once you've equipped your metronome onto Iron Thorns and applied the right nature, you should have the up arrow on attack, down arrow on special attack. Our EVs are going to go into HP and attack. You want to make sure you have max IVs on everything except special attack. If you don't know where to get those, I'm going to show you right now. So to get max IVs, you will need bottle caps, and to get bottle caps, you will need to go to any Delibird shop, which are all in the big main cities, and then you'll have to click general goods, and there will be bottle caps for 20,000 each. For one Pokemon, it will cost you 100,000 Pokedollars, because we won't be getting our special attack up because we're a physical attacker. So I want you to buy 5 of those if you don't have those already. After you have them, I want you to fly over to Montenevera. Once you're here, we're going to be going over here to this guy with the Abomasnow. I want you to talk to him. He should ask if you want a Pokemon hyper training. Click yeah, choose your Pokemon. Click on bottle caps, and then your stats will come up. I want you to click HP, attack, defense, special defense, and speed. If you've done everything right so far, you should have the 403 attack and 404 HP. Our ability will be default. It'll just be Quark Drive. You don't have to worry about that. What Quark Drive does is it boosts the Pokemon's most proficient stat on electric terrain, or if the Pokemon's holding a booster energy, and we actually have electric terrain, which we will be activating, and as you can see, attack is our best stat, so we will get a 30% increase on our attack when we put electric terrain down because of our ability. Let's go over our moves. We have Thunder Punch, electric terrain, iron defense, and swords dance. So Thunder Punch will be our main attacking move. It does quite a bit of damage, and it may leave the target with paralysis. Electric terrain will make sure our electric type moves do 30% more damage, and that does stack with our ability, so we'll do 60% more damage on our Thunder Punch. And it's also helpful for Pokemon that can put you to sleep, because they'll no longer be able to do that. Now this build is going to be especially good against physical attackers because we have Iron Defense as our third move. This increases our defense stat by 2 stages, and it will make us really physically bulky. And then we've got Swords Dance as our 4th move, which will make us output a lot of damage. Now Electric Terrain and Iron Defense are both moves that we learn through level up. However, Thunder Punch and Swords Dance we will need through TMs. If you don't know where to get TMs, it's this green machine here. It'll be on every single Pokemon Center. You just want to speak to it. We're going to start off with TM 88 Swords Dance, it will cost you 5,000 LP, free Zangoose Claw, free Gibble Scales, and free Cipher Claws. I'm going to show you where to get all these right now. So to get a Zangoose Claw, you're going to want to put a waypoint right here, and then you're going to want to make your way over. You can either go to the shrine, or you can fly over to the Pockle Path Lighthouse. So once you make it on top of here, you've climbed the cliff, just keep an eye out. It can spawn anywhere around here. And once you find it, you just want to take it out and get your Zangoose Claw. Next up, we have Gibble Scales. So we're going to put a waypoint right here, and then we're going to fly over to Alphanada. Once you flew over to Alphanada, we're just going to be heading to that cave over there. Once you've reached the cave, I just want you to slowly make your way down, looking out for those Gibbles. You just want to keep following the path until you run into one. It took a couple of minutes, but we did manage to find a group of Gibble and Gabites. If you do struggle to find one, then just use a sandwich and you will find one in no time. So we take them out, get our Gibble Scales. As for Cipher, we're going to put a waypoint right here, and we're going to fly over to Casaraya Watchtower number 1, and then we're going to make our way over and drop down. Once you drop down, just keep your eye open. You should run into a Cipher. It shouldn't take you too long. Once you do, just take it out and you will get your Cipher Claw. Next up, we have TM68 Thunder Punch. To get this, we will need 5,000 LP, free Toxel Sparks, and free Meditite Sweat. Let me show you where to get those. So to get the Toxel Sparks, you want to fly over to Alphanada. Once you're here, just go forward this way towards the grassy area and just look for Toxtricity around this location right here. When you find it, you can just take it out and you will get your Toxel Sparks. Now you can actually find your Meditite in the same spot, so just keep looking in this area and you will find your Meditite to take out, and then you can get your Meditite Sweat. Now that we've gone over the full build, let's get into some raids. We found our first raid. It's a flying type 5-star Florges. Let's get straight into it. Now Florges isn't really a physical attacker, so we're just going to use Swords Dance. We're not going to use Iron Defense. This will raise our attacks by 2 stages and set us up nicely. Next turn, we're going to use Electric Terrain. That will make our attacks do a lot more damage, and our ability activate. This will increase our attack by 30%. So now with 60% increase on Thunder Punch, let's see how much damage it does. So as you can see, it does a lot of damage. Florges is now confused because of the Petal Dance. So the shield goes up. It's used Calm Mind, so now its attacks are a lot more powerful. The special defense doesn't bother me because we're a physical attacker, and it uses Grassy Terrain. Does that cancel out our terrain? It does. We're going to get a Thunder Punch in while we're on +2 attack. It steals some of our Terra Charge, which is really not good. And then it uses Psychic. Does that finish us? No, it doesn't. We're just going to keep using Thunder Punch while we can. Try and get that Terra and get that shield down. Use Petal Dance. That should finish it off. Yeah, it does. We're now dead. We should be fine though. So we're going to use Thunder Punch again. We're not going to bother setting up. We just want to get that Terra now. We break the shield. It hits us with a Petal Dance. It's more powerful because of Calm Mind now. And now we can Terra and finish the job. So we have Terrestrialize it into our electric type. We are no longer weak to Petal Dance. Now we can use Thunder Punch. Let's see how much damage it does. It should finish it off, and it does finish it off. Oh, she wants to get one more attack in. That's fine. So that's the first raid down. Let's get on to the next one. We found our second raid. It's a water type 5-star Bombardier. Let's get straight into it. So Bombardier is a physical attacker, so we're going to start off with Iron Defense. This will raise our defense by 2 stages and will hardly take any damage. It uses Torment on us. That doesn't really matter to us because we're going to use Swords Dance next anyway. That'll get our attack up by 2 stages, and then next turn we can start doing some real damage. It uses Brave Bird. This will do nothing. We're quad resistant to it, and we used Iron Defense. On the third turn, we're going to use Electric Terrain. It tries using Sucker Punch, but we're not using an attacking move. This will set us up for next turn, and our ability activates, and now we're on plus 60% damage with our electric attack. So now we're going to use Thunder Punch. It hits us with a Sucker Punch first though, and now we use Thunder Punch. See how much damage we do. We do a lot of damage. It steals some Terra Charge, and then it puts its shield up. If we can get 1 or 2 more hits in before it nullifies, that'd be great. We can't use that again because of the Torment. Okay, we're going to have to use Swords Dance because of the Torment. It's not wore off yet, so we use Swords Dance again. This will raise our attack to +4. Hopefully it doesn't nullify before our next attack hits. It hits us with a Sucker Punch again. Now we use Thunder Punch. Let's see how much damage we do. About half of its shield, and then it nullifies the stats. We're still subject to a Torment, so we're just going to use Swords Dance again. This will get us back to +2 attack. I'm not really scared of any of its moves. I think the most damage it can do to us is Sucker Punch, so we're not going to use Iron Defense. We're just going to get straight into the attack. So I think Torment is lasting all game, so we're going to have to use Swords Dance on this turn and then attack next turn with the Thunder Punch. So we get hit with a Sucker Punch, and then we get a Thunder Punch out to break the shield. Now we're going to have to use Swords Dance again. Now in situations like this, it might be better to not have Iron Defense and have a second attacking move, but from the moves I looked at, this is the most damage output we can get on an average raid basis. So this will get you the most damage like on an average every single time you're raiding with this Pokemon, except for certain exceptions, but that won't really happen a lot. And that's the second raid down. Let's find the third one. So we found our third raid. It is a 5-star flying type Blissey. Let's get straight into it. So we're going to use electric terrain first this time because Blissey does have Yawn. This will make it so that we can't go to sleep. Our attack heightens by 30% of our ability, so it can't really do anything to us like physical attack wise, so we're just going to set out with Swords Dance. That will get our attack on +2. We're going to use a second Swords Dance because why not? That'll put us on +4 attack. We're going to use another Swords Dance because we're on quite a lot of health. That will put us on max attack +6. We resist pretty much everything it's using, and it put his shield up quite early actually, so now we won't be able to one-shot because of that damn Staraptor. So we use Thunder Punch. It still does a lot of damage, nearly breaks its shield in one shot. It puts us on 130 attack. It keeps using Seismic Toss, so it's doing a set amount of damage, so I know that we're not going to die. We use another Thunder Punch, put it in the red, break the shield. It nullifies all our stat changes, but I think it's too late now. So we're just going to use another Thunder Punch, and hopefully this finishes, and it does, and that's Blissey down. Staraptor ruining the one shot. These pigeons, you can never trust them. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want to check out a Pokemon build from the past, then click on screen right now, and I'll catch you on the next one.